So, hello, Gemini, and welcome back to Divine Rebel. My name is Racey, and I'm going to be giving the message for you today. It is a general message for Gemini suns and those with strong or significant Gemini placements in their chart. If you know which house Gemini rules and what's in there, this could give you some insights into very specific areas of your life, all right, depending on your chart. If it doesn't resonate at all, don't force it to fit. For those of you not familiar with me or the channel and you're new, please be aware I do not sugarcoat my messages and I have no filter. So if that is not your thing, or you have children around, or you just don't appreciate that kind of a message, I'm always very respectful of that, and I'm giving you the opportunity to sign off now. Otherwise, Gem, we're getting into your energies for August. Now, I used my Naked Heart Tarot as a light consciousness kind of insight into the self, and I used my Night Sun Tarot as a shadow or subconscious insight into the self, so that we get an idea of what is completely kind of manifesting from August energy. And then I got two guidance cards from my Kuan Yin Oracle for you. Enter the Jade Temple and drink from the Emerald Fountain. So we'll get there. Starting with the top and bottom of the Naked Heart Tarot. Now, just real quick, both tops and bottoms add up to 10 wands, okay, which is completely crazy but awesome. We have the 9 of wands on the top and the Ace of wands on the bottom of your light or conscious insight. So you're dealing with a lot of monkey-minded people, a lot of low vibrational people. They're not evolved spiritually within themselves, and you want a brand new beginning, because overall it's just too much spiritual weight trying to deal with what it is you want to manifest in the reality of all the low vibrational stuff around you, okay, whether they're people, environments, just everything in general, whatever. You want something completely new, completely different, something that comes with 100% of itself. I don't think, Gemini, that you want fake, phony bullshit at all. You want something super real, and you're done with people that are quote unquote low vibe, right? They're not vibing with you. That's where you're at consciously. Now, subconsciously, what's going on with the top and bottom? We have the 4 of wands on top with the 6 of wands on the bottom. This is Venus and Aries energy and Jupiter and Leo energy. Gemini, your intention subconsciously that you already sense and know is that you want the love of a lifetime. You want complete emotional, spiritual, financial stability. You want to be at peace, and your soul is only willing to claim victory. All right, with the 6 of wands on the bottom of the subconscious deck, there is no such thing as failure or defeat. You will not lose, okay? This is the subconscious belief. You will not lose. Your heart is solid. All right, your heart is solid under there. Now, getting into the main message, because the general theme overall is completely ending a cycle with the 10-10, right? Completely ending a cycle with the double 10 wands spiritually. This is a spiritual cycle within yourself that is closing. We have the Sage or the Hierophant clarified by the 2 of Cups. The Magician, your card, clarified by the 8 of Wands. And the Innocence of Wands clarified by the 7 of Wands. You have a high soul contract with someone, an Akashic history with someone. Someone that your heart has been connected to. You feel like they know you on a level that sometimes you question if they know you better than you know yourself. Your heart is so connected to them that you might sense it just in their energy field being around them. Like, even if you weren't romantic, your energy lights up differently around theirs. You're different. You feel connected, right? You have this connection. this history. The Magician with the Eight of Wands. Now, when I saw this energy, I felt as if it pulled away or completely distracted from the original two cards, the Sage and the Two of Cups. I felt as if Gemini is looking at this beautiful story that they are planning on writing for themselves, and someone sees something, whether it's a literal seeing something or a vision seeing something or a dream seeing something. Someone gets a whiff of something, and there's either rapid communication, or someone is absolutely fleeing from somewhere to somewhere else, and wherever they're fleeing, they're incredibly defensive of their inner child or what they're creating, or an actual child, with the Innocence of Wands and the Seven of Wands. I think Gemini, especially because I already know what, looking at the shadow cards. There's this real controlling element that literally has like the highest, whoever they are, they have the highest soul contract in front of them with a soulmate. They're feeling this brilliant connection. And it's almost like fleeing because they need to go to battle somewhere else. And I feel like it's a very immature or petty battle. We're going from Sage, Two of Cup energy to an Innocence of Wands energy. And it's like you're getting this signal. You're getting this signal to defend yourself. You're getting this signal to go back or move towards something else where you are in complete defense mode. Okay, you're in complete self-protect defense mode. So, whatever it is, Gem, subconsciously, whatever it is, it's coming from this place. We have the Ace of Wands with the Page of Cups in the shadow, okay, from the Night Sun Tarot. The Ace of Wands is a very phallic energy, and it shows up twice, right? It's the underlying issue in the conscious mind, and it's a big part of the subconscious. There's whatever healing I'm getting, it has to do with sexual healing, okay? Issues around sex and or partners. And this Page of Cups, if you look at her, she's grabbing at her cup and pulling it away, and it's like, it's mine. It's mine. Don't look at my cup. Don't touch my cup. She's looking over her back. She's paranoid, right? There's this paranoia, Gemini. There's this paranoia. I think you sense a new beginning coming, something drastically different, right? We have two Ace of Wands here and a Magician card. We have a really big shift. And someone you already know someone's going to be super fucking defensive or come running back, okay? You already know someone is going to be super defensive or running back. Or running towards you. And I think it has a lot to do with this higher soul contract. I don't know if it's you sabotaging yourself, Gem, and running away from the higher soul contract in order to go into these lower petty energies, or if it's the higher soul contract that's prompting this from the outer experience for you to handle or clear or close, because like I said, this is like 10-10, 10 wands on both decks. It breaks down to a 1. We got the Magician breaking down to a 1. We have the Ace of Wands twice. I mean, we got multiple ones. So you're dealing with twin flame energy. We have 11 on the enter the Jade Temple, even in your guidance. So we have tons of wands. All right, tons of wands in your reading. And I feel like this is screaming new beginning. I think that because you're being pushed through this energy, right? You're being pushed through this energy. I think that there is something that's absolutely closing, that you're tired and exhausted of. It absolutely has to shut down. So whatever it is that needs to shut down, I think that's going to be shutting down really fast and really hard. And I think whatever's starting up from there is going to come in with a lot of fire and a lot of opportunity. Try not to get hung up in petty self-defense. You don't need to explain yourself to anybody. You don't need to defend yourself to anybody. You can just simply do and be and allow other people to deal with it, because you're not being malicious, right? It's not about being malicious or vindictive. It's about doing what's right. It's about doing what's right. And you can only do what you can do. That's right. Right for you, right for the people that you care about, right? Everything needs to be taken into consideration. With all of this fire, because this is a lot of fire. A lot of fire. I mean, all but 3 cards. All but 3 cards out of this entire spread are wands. This is a lot of fire. So, make sure you stay grounded. Make sure you stay in touch with your emotions, because just because you're angry now or pissed off now does not mean that anger or that rage is not going to come back and hurt you in your feels later. So temper it, right? Temper it. Getting into the advice cards, the actual advice cards. Let's start with Enter the Jade Temple. Card number 11. It says, Kuan Yin, in her temple of peaceful jade, causes all conflict to elevate to higher peaceful resolution. A resolution and healing of any situation that is concerning you is already underway. In fact, you are being asked to begin to feel the relief of that resolution now, so that you can more readily receive the divine solution and blessing of peace from the beloved Kuan Yin when it arrives. There are moments on the path where conflict arises and struggles emerge. These conflicts may be within us or appear to be an external relationship or situation. This can be part of the experience of life on the physical plane that actually helps us raise our vibration to find unity and yet still honor our individuality. There is a spiritual light within, a light of peace that can be brought to bear on any situation or struggle. An energy of peace that can transform even the deepest conflict through blessings of the divine goddess, priestess of the Jade Temple, Kuan Yin. Peace does not mean avoiding conflict or pretending that struggle does not exist. Peace is the light that flows when we are able to step above the illusions of separation, competition, and conflict to seek out the consciousness where we are, in fact, all one in divine love, and we are all serving the path of light in our own unique ways together. The energy of such a high level of genuine consciousness is transformative. It allows us to surrender judgment and to release any need to prove ourselves or our worth to another, and vice versa. We can just live our lives and allow others to do the same with more peace in our hearts. All right, this is not about running in to conflict, Gemini. This is not about running in to conflict and starting a huge fire. This is about understanding that the cycle is fucking closed, right? All this energy, it is capital letters fucking closed. So whatever it is, instead of fighting for it to be anything other than closed, simply accept it and create the best outcome that you can in the highest good of all involved to create the most peace for everyone involved. It doesn't matter who's right, doesn't matter who's wrong, doesn't matter who did this or who said that or who didn't do this or who could have said that better. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. All right? Drink from the Emerald Fountain. Card number 7 says, the Divine Feminine is encouraging of the awakening and empowerment of all living beings. When a sincere seeker is trying to find the way through, there is much help sent. It makes sense to be open to receive it. Indeed, to step forward and drink from the Emerald Fountain, which is the unconditionally loving heart chakra of Kuan Yin. Allow yourself to be nourished by the power and love of the Divine Mother flowing through you now. There is nothing to be gained in making life more difficult than it needs to be, other than unnecessary stress or perhaps the learning that isn't as much fun this way. At this time, you are going through a time of important spiritual growth. Your higher self has set a spiritual schedule and is planning on being at a certain destination in time and space to set events in motion, to benefit from synchronicities, and to be able to live out its divine purpose in the physical world, too. The soul is very resourceful and is calling for divine help in getting to its destination on time. When you allow yourself to be helped, great reserves of support become available to you. Your soul is strengthened and nourished by the loving heart of the Divine Mother. As it is filled with love from the Emerald Fountain, it can flow through you and feel happier, more balanced, content, and peaceful. Allow yourself to drink the love of the Divine Feminine. The more you allow yourself to be assisted, the more you will feel detached and trusting. You will find fewer problems actually arise for you, and when they do, you might be surprised just how swiftly they are resolved, sometimes with only a small amount of effort on your part. This is the benefit of allowing divine forces greater than us individually to nourish and support us. We allow the loving power, much greater than our individual consciousness, to do the heavy lifting, and our soul path unfolds more joyfully and more quickly. It is a doing without doing. You are at a point in your path where you need support to rise up and break through. You're invited to drink from the Emerald Fountain, to accept the love pouring endlessly from the heart chakra of the divine, as it would greatly benefit you, even in ways that are not yet as part of your conscious awareness. May your spiritual thirst be sated, and may you be supported and assisted by the divine. 17:17, right on the clock. Gemini, you have a huge gift coming in from someone who resonates as a divine feminine energy in your life. Divine feminine energy is the ever-flowing, ever-abundant overpour of love energy. Whoever this divine feminine energy is, whether they're a man or a woman, coming into your life, they are your greatest blessing. They are your mercy. Do not leave this higher soul contract with whoever this heart is that you're connected to go do battle somewhere else with something that's over. Just simply make it work the best you can and allow yourself to embrace this beautiful high soul contract, right? This is a beautiful feminine energy in the brand new beginning that you're looking for, where the overflow of the divine is filling you up endlessly, and you allow it to be so because you don't run away from it or push it away or go battle somewhere else. Okay? So I hope that helps, Gem. I hope that helps. If you want more from me, all of my information is in the description box below. Until next time, guys, Divine Rebel Racey signing off. Remember always to love each other, and most importantly, love yourselves. Take care, guys.